Hi, Namaste. My name is Henry Jolicoeur. I'm a French-Canadian psychotherapist, hypnotherapist, and my special field of interest and study is brainwashing and mind control by cults. Today I would like to give a review of a book called Killing for Krishna by Henry Dostoevsky. This is a book about brainwashing and mind control of an entire community called New Vrindavan that at one time was the largest Hare Krishna community in North America with more than 500 members. Henry was a member of this community for many years, and by his own admission, he was himself brainwashed by the spiritual teacher of that community, Keith Gordon Am, whose spiritual name was Kirtananda Swami. It is important to understand that the Hare Krishna movement was founded in 1966 by Swami Bhaktivedanta, who was the spiritual master of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness until his passing away in 1977. At the time, his word was taken to be the absolute truth. There was no room for discussions, there was no room for doubts. When Swami Bhaktivedanta said this was like this, the devotees around the world had to take his word as the absolute truth. In 1976, Swami Bhaktivedanta said that Kirtananda was a pure devotee of Krishna, which is the highest state of realization for a devotee of Krishna, equal in other tradition to enlightenment. He said repeatedly that he was pleased when devotees were serving Kirtananda. It was basically as good as serving him, and naturally it was as good as serving Krishna. So the 3,500 devotees that he had around 1976 took his word to be the absolute truth, for his vision was the correct vision. It was the vision that all the devotees of Krishna around the world had to follow, because he knew better than anybody else. He was the spiritual master. Unfortunately, Swami Kirtananda was a pedophile, a megalomaniac, a psychopath, an homosexual, a drug addict that was doing all his activities in secret and pretending to be a holy man. So this community became extremely corrupt to the point where Swami Kirtananda was ordering this one and that one to be murdered. This book explained in detail those activities. In this video, I will not go page by page about what happened in New Vrindavan. I will recommend that you buy the book and find out for yourself, especially devotees of Krishna now in various temples around the world. Philosophers have said that if you do not learn by the mistake of the past, you are bound to repeat them. And these mistakes are actually being repeated in various Hare Krishna temples and societies around the world, mostly the worship of gurus that have no spiritual potency, no spiritual realization, but pretend that they are enlightened, pretend that they are pure devotees of Krishna to get all kinds of benefit, as many of them are now multimillionaire. I will make several videos to expose some of the people that took part directly or indirectly in the murders of New Vrindavan. But it is very important to first understand that none of these murders, none of the theft of hundreds of millions of dollars from the streets of America under false pretense by the devotees of Swami Kirtananda would have happened if Swami Bhaktivedanta would not have given his blessing by saying Swami Kirtananda was a pure devotee of Krishna. I first met Swami Kirtananda in 1971 in Calcutta, India. There was just 10 devotees of Krishna in a house in a poor neighborhood of Calcutta, and Swami Bhaktivedanta was present at the time. Swami Kirtananda started a program where he would bring dozens of poor boys to this house. He would get them naked, offer a shower to those kids while gawking at them, and then he would give them some food and send them away. After a few weeks of this program, the leader at the time of the temple in Calcutta, whose name was Tamal Krishna, consulted with Swami Bhaktivedanta, and they became afraid that the neighborhood parents would think that there were pedophiles in that house. So Swami Bhaktivedanta ordered the activities of giving showers to those boys to be stopped. But he did not punish Swami Kirtananda nor sent him away. If he would have been a little more practical, if he had a little more vision about who this guy was all about, he would just have said, "Go away, I never want to see you again." But this was not the case. Swami Bhaktivedanta just kept working with Swami Kirtananda. So as far as I'm concerned, he is also very responsible for the activities and the murders that has happened in New Vrindavan.